Welcome back, guys, to the another episode of LFC Ahmedabad podcast. So we are doing it for the game week 6. Uh, I used wildcard last week, and it did not go well. Uh, I had Reece James, Torres, who did not play. Trent did not play. So there were quite a few uh, bad calls on my half. Uh, so I just earned 55 points, which is obviously the average points. Uh, Today we are not going to discuss queries, but we are going to discuss in generals which team has easy run, so that which teams you can target and which teams you should avoid. Right. So starting with uh, starting with Manchester City. Right. I think Manchester City has, after the initial two fixtures, they have mixed run. So if you see Manchester City, uh, Burnley and Crystal Palace are at home, but if you count out Chelsea and Liverpool, their next three runs are easy, and after that there are one or two difficult runs. So I think their uh, run is mixed run. So there is still no definite attacker, uh, midfielder or striker in from City which you can think of that he is going to play a majority of the matches in Premier League apart from the defenders. So at present, I have kept Torres, but I am not sure that I should keep him longer because of the heavy rotation that Pep does. Uh, Interesting part is Livramento. Uh, I have picked Livramento. I have done transfer this week. Marshall out and Livramento in. Wolves disappointed last week, and I don't think they are going to keep clean sheet. Looking at their League Cup form as well. Southampton has very good defensive record this season. I think they have only considered 2 goals from the 5 games. So I would say Livramento is a good pick to have at 4.2. Trent is obvious choice. Regarding the Reece James, I would say that I'm holding in for two weeks, and let's see if he plays regularly or not. Uh, Regarding the Alonso Chilwell conundrum, I think Alonso is going to start majority of the games now. So I think Alonso could become the safe pick to have apart from Espilicueta and Rudiger. Uh, if you see Chelsea's run, they have very good run upcoming good run after the this fixture. So and Chelsea have very good defensive record under Tuchel. So I would say if you want to double up for Chelsea defender, it won't be a bad idea. Uh, Arsenal has very good run of fixtures. Uh, if you see until the game week 11, they have decent run. So I think Ben White or Ramsdale you can have. In the midfield, there I would say there is still no definite options apart from Salah, because after Firmino return, Jota might be rotated as well. Gray and Torres are just here as there are good. They have good run of fixtures. Otherwise, they won't be there. So this time there is no definite starters in midfield that you can say, okay, I am going to keep them for this whole season. Last season, we by end of 2 months we had definite starters like Gundogan, Salah, and maybe Richarlison or Aubameyang. Or so we had good options last year, but this time uh, we are still running out of options in midfield. Last year we had Bruno, Son, Salah. So these three were already occupying the midfield slots. Now, due to the Ronaldo and Lukaku, uh, we are shifting more of our budget towards strikers. So at present, I have kept Aubameyang and Ronaldo, but for those owners who don't have Ronaldo, I think from the next week, Lukaku could be a good differential to to Ronaldo. And if you look at the United fixtures, their upcoming run is very difficult. Nonetheless, I would say Ronaldo is fixture neutral, so you should have him, right? And I think you won't be able to have Trent, Salah, Ronaldo, and Lukaku all in the same team without disrupting the balance. So I took the call of covering the Lukaku's return with other strikers and keeping Ronaldo. So this is my plan, but let's see if I am enforced to take Lukaku. For that, I would have to have a very bad midfield and a good strike and defense. I'm not willing to do that, but let's see. Torres and Gray failure or Jota rotation might enforce me to shift to Lukaku and Ronaldo. But I'm trying to avoid that situation. Let's see. If Aubameyang works, then I would be able to cover the return of Lukaku with Aubameyang with similar sort of easy run. Looking ahead, Antonio, the only worrying thing for me about West Ham is their Europa run. But I think they are coping well with the Europa run as they have a good bigger squad this time. And if so, I'm leaning towards having Antonio or Benrahma. I had Antonio until game week 4, but due to the Europa fixtures, I decided to opt out for Antonio. But let's see. I will decide after this week whether I should have West Ham players or not, because their upcoming run is bit difficult. If you look at the West Ham, right? If you look at West Ham, they have Leeds away, Everton away, and Spurs home. Apart from the Brentford is also a very tricky fixture. So I would say their next 4, to be honest, until game week 11, they have tricky fixtures. After that, they have easier run of fixtures. So I want to avoid West Ham players for next 5 fixtures. But let's see if I have enforced my hand or not. Another thing regarding the injury news is Mendy is past fit. So Mendy has trained, the keeper Mendy, Chelsea keeper Mendy. Trent is fit. Rafinha, regarding the Rafinha, their manager Bielsa did not give out clear indication whether Rafinha is injured or not. But for Bamford, he said he is ruled out. I was going to take -48 and take out Torres because Torres has dropped, but due to uncertainty regarding the Rafinha injury, I opted to only change to Livramento. So that was the Leeds news. Liverpool is covered. For Chelsea, Mendy is back. And regarding the United news, Cavani is back. In training. Rashford is still few weeks away, and Alex Telles might return in upcoming weeks. Regarding the Manchester City, Gundogan is still not fit, and Laporte remains out, and Stones also remains out, and Arsenal has clean bill of health, and in the Everton, Digne has returned to training, and Pickford is also training, so I think they should start. Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison are expected to return after international break, and I think that covers majority of the top 6, top 7 teams. That's it from this week. I hope you all have good week. And regarding the captainship, I would say either Salah or Ronaldo, whichever you think will earn you more points. All right, have a good week.